What's up guys, Graded Gems here. I'm back today with a very special video for you guys today. What I have today is actually a BECKETT order, so it's a BGS return, not a PSA return. And I think this is the only and first Yu-Gi-Oh BGS return ever recorded and put on YouTube. At least when I checked a couple of weeks ago, I didn't find any. So yeah, I'm super excited to show you guys what I got. I haven't looked at the grades yet, as usual. This was actually my first return or first submission ever, but it was their non-guaranteed, so it came back much later than any of my PSA returns. Probably not going to be doing that ever again. But yeah, let's see what I got. And I'm not sure if I'll be as excited because, of course, like, getting a Gem Mints 9.5 in BGS is not as great as getting a PSA 10, and a lot of these cards I think were on the cheaper side, I didn't really know what I was doing. In terms of centering, I kind of thought that BGS gave 9.5s even if it was badly centered, but that's definitely not the case. I learned that I learned that like a couple of months ago that that's not the case. But yeah, let's get right into it. So first we have oh, nice, very nice. We're starting off strong here. We have a Gem Mint BGS 9.5 Gearfried the Iron Knight. This is this guy's card, and honestly, I really like the slabs of BGS. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you can see like my most prized possession is the DDS Blue Eyes in a pristine 10. Like, as I said, like, I'm not going to be as excited because 9.5s for the most part aren't as collectible. They're not as pricey as PSA 10s. However, if you get a pristine 10, that's another, oh wow, that's another story in its own, because pristine 10s definitely sell more than PSA 10. So we got a unlimited Shining Flare Wingman, ultimate rare. That's okay. I thought it was a first edition. I was kind of a little bit sad about that. It looks like their 8s don't come with that shiny gold or silver, so that's interesting. I didn't know that actually. And it looks like the subgrades aren't on it too. Okay, another near mint to mint 8. Most likely due to the centering. Yeah, the centering is way off. So when I actually submitted these guys, a lot of these came from one collection, that Metal Raiders collection that I had a long time ago, or it was my first submission video on YouTube, and a lot of these cards were off-centered, especially from, you know, like PSV and stuff like that. And I decided to send it into BGS thinking that, well, the rest of the card is flawless, maybe I'd still get a 9.5 because they had subgradings. What else we got? Alright, Mint 9, BGS 9, Boot of Summoning Dragon, first edition. From the starter deck, Kaiba. Yeah, like, I thought that, you know, if you got a 9.5 or 10 in other subcategories and you just got like a 9 or something like that on centering, or an 8.5 on centering, you'd be fine and still get a Gem Mint. But no, they definitely do not do that. Here's a near mint to mint 8, Red Eyes Black Dragon from the, I think it's from the Collector's Tin, yeah, 2002. That is super old. It's cool they don't do the subgrades. I guess they only do subgrades for 9 and like 9 and up, but no subgrades for 8. Pretty cool. Let's see what else we got. We have, oops, ooh, we got a Gem Mints. We got a Acts of Despair 9.5. Awesome. This was definitely from that collection. Magic Ruler. I'm trying to think if Magic Ruler has any centering issues or anything like that. I don't think so, but could be wrong. But yeah, like, I think from now on when I send to BGS, I'll definitely only be sending stuff that is for sure like Oh, wow. For sure a gem mint or a pristine 10. It's really hard to say if it's going to be for sure. A near mint to mint 7 DDS Blue Eyes. Okay, so I think I submitted quite a few of these in this submission here. I just love the 9.5 label a lot more. But unfortunately, of course, this only got the 7. I think maybe I just sent in some. Well, it's a good card to still get slabbed. We have a Mint 9 Mirror Force. BGS 9 Mirror Force. Oh, I see it. Look at that. 1 factory line, 2 factory lines. That's so unfortunate because look at that. Centering a 10, corners 9.5, edges 9.5, 8.5 surface. So I think if you added all this stuff up, you would actually be getting a 9.5 overall. Okay. However, from my understanding, and I found this out more recently, centering and surface are the 2 categories that they give more weight to them. So if you look at this 10 and the 8.5, it evens out to be, I guess, like a 9, but or 9.25, I guess you could say. And I would think that with the other 2 9.5 gradings, you would get a 9.5, but no. And I'm pretty sure that even if you got 9.5 or 10s on like a three of these, but you got like an 8.5 on centering, even though the average would be 9.5, you would still not get a 9.5 grade. Mainly because, you know, centering is more important to BGS. Anyone with even more experience than me, if you want to comment below. I'm sure some Pokemon or potentially sports guys, they would definitely know how exactly they come to the final grade, because it's not a simple average all the time. So we got an 8.5 BGS, 8.5 chain destruction. Okay, it looks like, so I guess with the subgrades they give like a lot more 8.5s or 0.5 grades. Makes it a little bit more interesting, but definitely a little bit harder to sell. Oh yes, we got a 9.5 Gem Mints DDS Blue Eyes. That is sweet. So it looks like you can still get a Gem Mint 9.5 even if you don't get 9.5s across the board. Oh, that is so beautiful. I love that prismatic rare. And the reason why I sent all my DDS Blue Eyes in is because of that gold label. I love the gold label, and I'm planning to keep a lot of these DDS Blue Eyes. So definitely worth to send it to BGS. What else we got? We got an 8.5 Destiny board, first edition. Definitely that centering. Oh man, that's crazy. What did they get? They got an 8 on the centering. I'm actually surprised they wouldn't give it worse than that. I would have given this, like, I don't know how they grade their centering, but oh yeah, and I guess they don't have any OC grades or anything like that. Not like PSA. What else we got? We got a Near Mint to Mint 8 Revival Jam, first edition from Labyrinth of Nightmare. The 8s, anything under a 9, let's just say the labels definitely don't look as nice. Oh, okay, we got a Near Mints to Mint 8 Duelist Pack Kaiba, first edition, Blue Eyes. That's surprising to me. Like, these cards, I remember the Duelist Pack Kaiba ones, they were like pack fresh. They look beautiful. So maybe we'll get another one and that one will be a 9.5, who knows. Got a we got a Mint 9 first edition Dark Magician. Okay. We got 9.5 on centering, surface and 9, edges 8.5. Let's see if we can. I really do like their subgrades. You can really tell where you lost some points. There's a little bit of edge wear there, and maybe a little bit there. I don't know, that would be corner though. But anyways, that's still a great grade, especially for such a nostalgic card. Let's keep on going. We got a, oh nice, BGS 9 Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon. Gotta love seeing that 10 on centering. Very nice. And it's a little bit harder to hide these grades from myself, because as you can see, you can tell from the back if you got a gold label as you're picking it up from, as I'm picking it up from the side here. I put it in a box so that I can't see it as I'm pulling it into the camera, but yeah, it's just a little bit more difficult to hide the grade from yourself, I guess you could say. Got a Mint 9 Japanese Anniversary Pack Dark Magician Ghost Rare. And I gotta say, these BGS slabs, they don't stack as well. They still stack, which I didn't know because I didn't have many BGS cards. Actually, I only had the one at the time. It's crazy. I went from one pristine 10 DDS Blue Eyes to now over 100 BGS cards. We got an 8.5 Chaos Emperor Envoy of the End. That's unfortunate. Actually, I think the centering is pretty dang good, and looking at the subgrade, it is a 9.5. So again, they're hitting me hard on the surface, which kind of sucks. But yeah, that's okay. I know that card is up there in price now. I think the last one I saw sold for like 800 bucks. Alright, we got a BGS 9 Dark Magician Girl. It is the Unlimited. Got excited there thinking it was the first edition. Truly a nostalgic, amazing card to get in 10. MFC definitely has, well, I think the Unlimited ones they fixed, but a lot of MSC first edition boxes, when you get the cards out, they are super, like, the orange part, like the actual effect monster part of the card is definitely tilted a lot. So not an easy card to grade from that set. We got a, oh nice, Gem Mint 9.5 Snatch Steal from Magic Ruler. Let's look at what we got. We got 9.5 centering, 9 on edges, corners 9.5, surface 9.5. I wonder if we have any pristine 10s, guys. I'm not even gonna hold my breath for a black label. As I said, these are actually my, I guess you could say, not as perfect condition cards because of the centering. I thought that BGS, in fact, it's the opposite. I thought that BGS was more lenient on centering because of the subgrades. They would still get 9.5s. However, they don't. Their centering standards are even more strict than PSA, which is crazy to me. I had no idea. For a Gem Mint 9.5, I'm not even talking about pristine. Okay, nice. We got an 8.5 BGS 8.5 Skull Dice from that. What's it called? From the. What is it from? It's from Eternal Duelist, maybe. But yeah, it's definitely not centering. Very nostalgic card because those are definitely the only promos I had when I was younger. We got a 9 in a Malefic Blue Eyes White Dragon. Very cool. Duelist Pack Kaiba again. Unfortunate these aren't getting the 9.5, so I would love to see this in a 9.5. Really cool looking card. But I think BGS's centering is actually 55-45, which is more difficult than PSA's tolerance of 60-40 for a PSA 10 on the front. Oh, nice. We got another DDS Blue Eyes. We got a BGS 9. Very cool. God damn, this card is beautiful. That's why I have so many, guys. Let's start the new stack. What do we got? Ooh, nice. We got a Goblin Attack Force. Gem Mint 9.5. That's really cool. Pharaoh Servant. Hard set to grade. We have a DDS Exodia head. BGS 9. I wish I kind of remembered what the conditions were for some of these cards. Oh, let's see what they gave it. They gave it a 8.5 on centering. You know what? The front looks pretty good in my opinion. It's it's definitely a little bit off center left to right. However, to get an 8, like I would think that this should be a 9. That would be a 9 at PSA. But if you look at the back, this is much worse. But for PSA, they actually have a crazy tolerance. They give you 70/30 on the back. So I'm sure BGS's standards, as I said, are much stricter. Which is cool, which is why they have the black labels and the pristine tents. Alright, we got a BGS 9 Ghost Rare Japanese Blue Eyes White Dragon. I already have a PSA 9 of these. Let's go through this a little bit more quickly. Got a... Ooh, nice! Gem Mint 9.5 Summon Skull. That's awesome. This was another one of those cards where I really wanted to get it in the gold label just because of the ultra rare patterning. I really think that any ultra rare or ultimate rares, any gold letter writing should definitely get this BGS 9.5, at least 9.5 label. It just looks so much better, guys. That's awesome. First holo I ever pulled when I was younger. That was, I opened up a Metal Raiders box. That was the first guy I saw. Alright, we got a BGS 9 Labyrinth of Nightmare Royal Command. I always thought the artwork for this card was pretty badass. I can understand why they banned this. What did I get? I got a Surface 9 and centering 8.5. Yeah, definitely centering. I think I've learned now that only pristine tents I will be sending to BGS, and PSA, since their tolerance is better, I'll be sending the ones that are 60/40 to them. Alright, we got a Near Mints Mint 8 Chaos Emperor Dragon, first edition. Very cool. We have a BGS 9 DDS Blue Eyes, another one. Very nice. What is that, 3 now? 3 DDS? I don't know how many I sent. Maybe 5, maybe 6. Hoping to get more 9.5 labels, guys. Especially on the DDS. My favorite card, as you all know, Pot of Greed Ultimate Rare, 8.5, first edition. Duelist Pack Kaiba. These 8.5s are really strange because I don't, like, let's just say it's a lot harder to find a buyer for BGS, then it's a lot harder to find a buyer willing to pay for an 8.5, because most people buy, they have collections of 9s or 10s for the most part. Oh, nice! Buster Blader BGS 9.5 first edition, and it got 9.5s on all subgrades. Very, very cool. I had bought a few of these after the submission, and I did notice that a lot of the time the centering was super off for this card, and the centering looks really good on it actually. That's awesome. Alright, what else we got? We have an 8.5 on the Jar of Greed. Okay. And as expected, definitely getting hit with that centering issue. Maybe I'll sell the 8.5s as a lot, just so that anyone who doesn't have any interest in 8.5s, well, because they don't have any, well, then they'll just get 10 of them or something like that. I've already gotten a few. Alright, another 9 on the mirror force. Again, got the 10 on the centering. However, the surface is an 8, but like that other mirror force was really obvious with the 2 here. I don't see anything. And this one is definitely one of those Pack Fresh Metal Raiders ones. Oh, there it is. Interesting. I think I see it. I don't know if you guys see it, but there's like a weird factory line right across the back. How unfortunate. That is actually a flawless card, except for that. We got a, oh nice, Gem Mints 9.5 Suijin. It is really strange saying Gem Mints and no 10. Gem Mint 9.5 Suijin. That actually looks really awesome. I guess it's like, you know, a 9.5 isn't as valuable as a PSA 10 monetary wise. However, rarity wise, I'm sure there's way more PSA 10s out there than Gem Mint 9.5s for any of these cards, basically. We have a Mint 9 Skyscraper, first edition, Ultimate Rare. So for all you E-Hero Ultimate Rare fans, this is definitely a great card to have in your collection. Alright. Got a, oh nice, a BGS 9 Grand Mole, first edition. I remember people playing with this against, teching this against Xyz decks, because, well, you know, sending it back to your extra deck after you've summoned your, what was it, Zenmeister, or whatever it's called. That was always good to do, especially they have to use a tour guide or something like that. We've got a 8.5 Fiber Jar. Very cool. Yeah, I definitely have a lot of 8.5s now. And yeah, again, that's centering. So it looks like they're so strict on centering, they won't even give stuff like this, which I think PSA would give a 9 because everything else is like really good on it. They would probably just give it a 9 at PSA, unlike BGS. Got a, okay, another Chaos Emperor Dragon, near mint to mint 8. Chaos Emperor Dragon. It's unfortunate there's no subgrades to tell you what's wrong with this card. Oh, DDS Blue Eyes, mint 9 BGS. Very nice. I guess, yeah, got hit with the centering. Still a gorgeous card. These were definitely made really well coming out of the factory. Oh, nice. 9.5 Dark Magic Attack, first edition, from Ancient Sanctuary. I think that's Dark Magician. Looks a little weird though in this picture. Sweet. We have a, oh, awesome, a 9.5 Banisher of the Light. Kind of like reminds me of like an angry parent telling their child to go away, to go to their room. That's nice. Banisher of the Light. What set is that from? It is from, oh, it's also from Magic Ruler. Oh, so we got a lot of 9.5s in Magic Ruler actually. We have, oh, awesome. There we go. BGS 9.5 DDS Blue Eyes. There's another one. Very sweet. Oh, and if you didn't know, BGS also has another sleeve at the back of their cards. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think that's what the waviness you see is there. Unlike PSA, like PSA used to do it. However, they've changed it up recently. They've gotten new slabs, so they no longer need it essentially. So our 9.5 stack, I guess you can't really see it on camera, but it's really close to our 9 stack, which is good. I've got BGS 8.5, the Legendary Fisherman. I really like this card. The artwork is awesome. I think the guy's name who used this was Mako, and I think this was one of his better cards. It's only 1850 attack, but definitely... Oh, it's unaffected by magic cards. Well, back then that's a huge thing. That's a really good effect. You can use Dark Hole on it, you can use Fisher on it. Definitely a great card. Oh, a BGS 9 Trihorn Dragon. First edition. Don't think it's wavy. I think it's glossy. Awesome card. We have a 8.5, another Chain Destruction. Alright, alright. Oh, nice! 9.5 Change of Heart. Beautiful artwork. I had actually not pulled, graded a PSA 10 a couple of videos ago. This looks awesome as a 9.5. I saw a pristine 10 sell for way undervalued. I think it sold for as much as a PSA 10, like $400 or $390 or something ridiculous like that. It's kind of sad I didn't pick that up. Pristine 10s are really hard to get, guys. Alright, there we go. I wanted one of these. BGS 9.5 Malefic Blue Eyes White Dragon. That's awesome. Very nice. So we're getting quite a few gem mints. We got a mint 9 Valkyrion the Magna Warrior. Again with that freaking awesome parallel rare hollow pattern. They never print the parallel rare hollow patterning anymore. I think one of the products that Konami is coming out with in a couple of months, that they will have it as one of the promos. So we'll see what card they decide to put in it. Got a nice BGS 9.5 Maha Phalo. Very awesome. Sweet card, and super strong, like super powerful card. Can make this guy really buffed up. Alright, Dds Dark Magician BGS 9. We got 9 on edges, 9.5 on centering, corners 9.5, and surface 8.5. Awesome. I think we're... Oh, 8.5 mirror wall. Okay, okay. I also love the artwork on this card. It's unfortunate it's super rare. I'm trying to remember who used this. Maybe it's mine, but I don't remember exactly. It's another 8.5. Our 8.5 column is super... Oh, nice! Seven Tools of the Bandit, Gem in 9.5 from Metal Raiders. Look at always getting 10s on Metal Raiders for centering, of course, because Metal Raiders was definitely one of those better sets. It's strange how they flip-flopped with LO being okay on centering, then amazing on Metal Raiders, then they like screwed up on. Oh no, I think Magic Ruler was okay, and then Pharaoh Servant they like dropped the ball again. It's pretty funny actually. All right, 8.5 graceful dice, and this is good because I have an 8.5 on the skull dice actually. I love the 2 dice. I don't think they have many dice cards, but this definitely looks super shiny. Great artwork. We got a, oh nice, another one. Gem Mints 9.5 Blue Eyes White Dragon. That's awesome. That is a beautiful card. We have a Mints 9 Dark Magician of Chaos, first edition. Sweet. I think IOC is also one of those sets that have crazy centering problems, so the fact that this got a 9 on centering doesn't surprise me. Although I don't actually think the centering is bad at all. I think it's more, I think it's better than a 9, in my humble opinion. I've got awesome Sangha of the Thunder, Gem Mint 9.5. That's a sweet card. And again, goes with the Sujin. I wonder if we have a Kazajin in here I can get a 9.5 on. That'd be pretty cool to sell as a set. Awesome. So our 9.5 column is definitely still, it's like 1 behind our 9. What else we got? We got an, okay, this is, I think this is the best one we've had so far. Mints 9 Chaos Emperor Dragon, Envoy of the End. Very nice. 9 on centering. Where did we get hit? Oh, we didn't get hit on anything really. Corner is 9.5. Nice. We have the End of Anubis. I was going to say Judgment of Anubis. Secret Rare first edition from Ancient Sanctuary. Definitely that top to bottom centering causing that issue. We have, oh nice, another one. Gem Mint 9.5 Blue Eyes White Dragon. That is awesome. Beautiful card. Wow, we've gotten so many of these. I'm so happy about that. That is so sweet. We've got another Buster Blader, alright. A Mint 9. And this one looks like the surface is what hurt it. Let's see if we can find it. Oh, I see it a little bit right there on the right hand side of the portrait. Tiny scratch. Sweet. What else we got? Awesome. Another Gem Mint 9.5 Summon Skull. I'm really happy I'm getting these. Like, these along with the DDS Blue Eyes in 9.5s. They're just beautiful cards and truly a nostalgic one for me. So awesome. I think we're almost done. Oh, Gate Guardian. First edition, Mint 9. Awesome. I think the name is a little shifted ever so slightly upwards. Oh, it was really close to the 9.5, guys. I think one more 9.5 on the centering or surface and it would have been there. That's okay. Still an amazing card. Gate Guardian, one of those very few Metal Raider cards that are very difficult to grade in 10s, and apparently Gem in 9.5s as well. Alright, we got another DDS Blue Eyes. This one is a Mint 9. Very awesome. I wonder how many that is. I didn't keep track, but it's well over 5 now, I'm pretty sure. Alright, we got a mint 9. I think this is it. Yes, Duelist Pack Kaiba, Blue Eyes, Ultimate Dragon. I remember seeing this first time on the show. It's ridiculous seeing that attack power. We have a... Oh nice, a near mint to mint 8 first edition Shining Flare Wingman. Too bad I didn't get the 9, but that's okay. Awesome card. We have another 9.5 Summon Skull. Oh my god, that is sick. I think that's 3 now. I remember looking at these guys. I do remember looking at the Summon Skulls, and they were really good. So I'm glad that BGS is definitely consistent in that way. And they all came from the same collection, and as I said many times, Metal Raiders well centered, so if you've got nice surface and edges, you're good to go. Nice, a 9.5 Gem Mint Magic Ruler Black Pendant. Super rare. Again, love how the background is not hollow, just the beads and the pendant itself. I don't think they do that much with Yu-Gi-Oh cards now. No more artistic touches. Alright, an 8.5 on the Gaia the Dragon Champion. Definitely due to that centering. No doubts about that. But it looks like everything else is super clean. But yeah, you see, if you guys did an average of all 4 of these, definitely would be a 9. But they still only gave it the 8.5, and that's because centering holds that much more weight than edges and corners. Surface, I think, is the same as centering. Could be wrong though. Someone please let me know if you guys have had any other. Oh, and I think this is the last card. We ended off strong with another DDS Blue Eyes, mint 9. God damn. That's freaking gorgeous. Oh, I can't wait to take a picture with all those DDS Blue Eyes. Check out the 9.5. Even the 9s look really awesome. We have one more interesting little card here. Pharaoh's Servant, the Legendary Fisherman. What is wrong with this? Surface. Oh, is this how they grade cards? This is insane. Says evidence of trimming, or I guess they marked that off. Let me see. All my cards came from that one collection, so definitely didn't trim this. Let's see what they're talking about. Evidence of trimming. I'm looking at this card and I'm like, holy hell, this is a perfect card. This looks hella fresh. I don't know what they're talking about. Like, I guess that corner looks a little bit more loppy than this one, like, but the centering is great. I have no idea, but that's okay. I'll probably just submit this to PSA, I guess. Not exactly sure. Maybe I missed something when I'm reading this. I guess they would have given this an 8.5. Is that what it means? That's pretty interesting though. Service and wash. That's so interesting that they actually go through each tiny one. But guys, this has been a lot of fun. Hopefully this gets lots of views as the first Yu-Gi-Oh BGS return. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe there's another even better one than this. No pristine 10s, unfortunately, or black labels, but I didn't really expect any. Those are really hard to get, and if anything, from what I understand, BGS, they definitely like giving pristines and black labels mainly to foreign language cards, Japanese cards. They're just so much better at grading those pristine 10s. But yeah, please comment, like, and subscribe, guys. I will be putting some of this up for sale. I'm not sure which ones yet. I'll have to go through it again slowly and take a look. Best way to reach me is on my Instagram. It's graded.gems, and link will be in the description below as well. So yeah, this has been a lot of fun. Graded Gems signing out.